Hey everyone. By now, I'm pretty sure you know that Castle has been officially canceled. It was canceled last Friday, I believe. And tonight, almost an hour ago, the last episode aired. I won't go into any spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that. But first, the episode in and of itself was really good. So if anything, it ended on a strong note. It wasn't like a so-so episode. It was a really good episode. The ending, how they resolve, how the like the final couple of minutes, it does feel a little bit stitched on, but the overall episode is really good. And the ending, given the time they had to end the series, which was basically none, um, it works. It works. It's a satisfying ending for Casket fans. As for Castle being canceled in general, I have mixed emotions on it. On the one hand, while I would have given season 9 without Beckett a chance, A, not a lot of people would have, and B, the whole Casket relationship really was the heart of the show. And how do you function without a heart? You don't. You don't. You die. So maybe even though I would have given it a chance, watching the show just lay there like a dead corpse probably wouldn't be the best way to remember it. On the other hand, I'm really gonna miss Castle. The show's been on 8 years. It's kind of one of those. I hate to say it's almost like comfort food, but it kind of is. It's one of those things. It's very dependable. From September to May, you know that Castle will be on. You know you can turn to ABC on Mondays at 10 p.m. and catch Castle. Sad when they're doing the goddamn Bachelor or Bachelorette thing, but whatever. Um, it's dependable. You always knew it was on, and it was just a really fun show. I mean, it was a comedy. It was romantic. It had action. It had everything, and it had Alex. God, that girl is fine. She's so fine. I just got a thing for redheads, I guess. But yeah. I mean, it was a really fun show. Maybe not the greatest show ever made or whatever, and didn't get too many major Emmy nominations. But screw them. Who cares about the fucking Emmys? But it was a really fun show. Really great characters. I'm just gonna miss it a lot. It's kind of like Smallville. You watch a show long enough, and even though it might have its problems, you get attached to it. So now, once the show is over, it's like, damn, like it's been on so long. What do I do on my Mondays at 10 p.m. now? Get a life. That would probably be a good idea. I would just really enjoyed Castle, and I'm gonna miss it as a show. However, I do wish that the show didn't end in the way it did. Again, the episode in of itself is really good, but I'm just saying how everything went down with the contracts and Stana and Tamala being not being invited back and all the contract disputes and stuff like that. I really just wish that season 8 was announced as the end of the show when the show came last May this time. Because I mean, the reality is Castle as a show in terms of ratings was in decline anyway. So they kind of knew that the show was kind of losing viewers, and while you definitely don't want to end people's jobs, which happened anyway because the show got canceled, it would have been better if they just announced season 8 as the end. So then you could have time to build up to the conclusion of the series. And you could do like a retrospective, like they did with Lost. Lost had the whole retrospective. I mean, Lost was obviously a little bit more of a popular show than Castle, and had a much stronger fan base, or a bigger fan base, I guess. But it would have been nice to honor Castle, I guess. The way it's ended now is just like it kind of sullies it a little bit. Not too much that I'd never want to. There's some people that are like, I won't ever watch the show again. And no, I'll check out some episodes on TNT, or if they have them on Netflix or whatever, I'll definitely watch them. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I wish the show would have ended more gracefully. I will say one thing though. I don't think I know some people are claiming that, oh, ABC listened to the fans, and they really canceled the show because of the fan outrage. And I can tell you right now that is like 2% of the reason why they canceled Castle. The reality is Castle was losing viewers, and it wasn't doing too well in the demo. And they have other shows that they want to put on, and there's a new person in charge of ABC television. So, and usually when they do have these regime changes, usually certain things get the boot. And unfortunately, Castle being an older show was kind of in line for that to happen. So the whole thing with Steiner Kadek and Tamala Jones, that was a small part of it, and the fan outrage was a small part of it. But the reality is, they just felt like Castle was an old show and wasn't doing as well as they like, and they'd like to put something else there, and instead that could do better. I don't know what the hell that's gonna be, but I wish ABC luck. And to Castle fans, hopefully you can watch this season down the line, or hopefully what happened during the season won't sully your experience with Castle in general, because it didn't for me. I will miss Castle. It was a really fun show. Is it the greatest show of all time? Probably not, but it was really memorable, and it holds up. It really does hold up. I was watching some repeats on TNT maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I probably will start watching more of them now that the show is over. And it holds up. It holds up. I That was the one fear about it, that I was like, maybe as a procedural, it might not hold up too well, but it still works. I mean, it still works. Anyway, comment below and let me know what you guys think. All right, later.